So you want to find a way to build extra income, maybe to replace your current job, or just to make a little extra for those vacations, or just to make more. Why not just make more, right? So you do your research online, you Google how to make money online, you find Shopify, you find Amazon, all this other stuff, and then you find trading. And you see that it has a luxury lifestyle. You see Lamborghinis, you see all of the flash and the glamour, and you think to yourself, this is it. I can easily make $1,000 overnight. Let's get to it. Now, I've personally tried many other things like flipping homes with wholesaling, setting up networking events and other things. And I have found that trading was easier to start. And I'm going to give you 5 steps to actually show you how to get started and start making trades right away and how to learn properly. So that way you don't just sit there and scratch your head watching all of these sea of YouTube videos and not really sure how to actually implement them. Now, the reason why I think trading is a good option is because you can learn very quickly if you're going to want to do this or not. And there's a cheap barrier to entry to trading. Now, that's a gift and a curse, right? The gift is you can get any really cheap laptop, open a free account, and get started right away. The curse is you can start losing a lot of money right away, and you're playing against all the pros. There is no entry-level market arena. It's all against everyone, all at once, every single day. So that is the curse, right? So the first thing you're probably thinking is, how much money do I need to start? And the truth is, you don't need any money to start. In fact, I don't think you should use money to start. Other than if you need to buy a little laptop, sure, you might need to do that. But otherwise, you probably don't want to put any money into trading until you start learning how to trade properly. So first off, you can open a free account with Thinkorswim. And on Thinkorswim, you can actually trade paper money. And now there are other accounts out there that offer paper trading, and that's fine. But Thinkorswim is a very popular one, has great charting software, and I'm going to show you how to set up the charting software. That way you can get an understanding of how to use it and not just watch this video and be like, okay, open up Thinkorswim, how do I use it? Right? So here's where you get Thinkorswim. They just recently got bought out by Schwab. You can go to schwab.com/trading/Thinkorswim. Sometimes it can be confusing to find. So I'll have a link down below, and you can easily open an account and you can log in to start trading. Now, it's very simple to open an account. Just follow the prompt instructions. Now, the amount I believe is 0 to open an account, but if you need to put any type of money, just put $100 in there. Comment below if you had to put more than that, or if you actually put less than that. Love to know what you had to do. And they even have a mobile app, and the mobile app is great because it transfers from the actual application on your computer. So if you draw anything on your computer and you go to your mobile app, it will be there. I really like that. And the alerts transfer across as well, which is really handy when you're trading and on the go. Now, once you open your account, you can actually select paper money. If you select paper money, and you can go here and you can log on to the account, it should let you log on to a paper account. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced and this video is too slow for you, don't you worry. We just made a recent video. I'll have a link up here or in the description where you can go watch it. And it's more detail. You already know the basics, and it's showing you live trades. So check that out. As you can see, you have $200,000 in this paper trading account. On the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you'll see this little plus sign. If you click that, you can then go ahead, it'll open up a pop-up menu, and you can go ahead and click watch list. That's where we're going to create our watch list. You click it again, and I just like to have 2 watch lists up, one that's a priority and one that's like the overall market. So let's go ahead and put the overall market, the SPY, ES, the ES, the NQ, the NQ, the YM, and then BTC. This is what I like to look at for the overall market every single day. And then here you see this is the same watch list. So we're going to make another watch list. We're going to call it, let's say, watch list number 1. So we create watch list, put 1, save. So this is watch list number 1. And how I did that, again, you just click this drop down menu right here and go to create watch list. And then you can look at all your personal watch lists here. This says high odds plays. For now, we'll rename that. You can go to edit, high odds play, and we'll call it market. And so immediately you have your market list and you have your watch list. Now, the next thing you want to do is you open up charts. In the top here, you'll see you'll have trade selected. You have monitor, analyze, scan, market watch, charts. We're going to go straight to charts. That's all that matters. And then you're going to type in a ticker. Let's type in SPY. And then here you go. You automatically have your charts up, and you can change the time frame by clicking up here and selecting any time frame. You can go to customize a time frame, and you can go to any time frame that you want if you're looking for something specific. And if you're watching this, you want multiple monitors, you can go here. You can go to the menu up here on the top right, click the square, and you can say, I want 4 monitors. And you can look at the SPY, the QQQ, Tesla, and Walmart all at once. And you can look at different time frames. You can look at all Tesla all at once in different time frames. So this is just something that I want you to be familiar with, so that way when you start trading, you will at least have an idea of what to use and how to use this software. This is all you really need to know. If you want to buy, you just right click in here, select buy. It'll immediately prompt you. And when it prompts you, one thing I like to do is you can click edit so you can see this screen, and it's much easier to use this way. You can select buy, how many shares you want, at what price, if it's a limit or market order, market order, limit. And the main two orders is limits and stops. And if this video is a little too slow for you, don't worry. I have a more advanced video that we just aired not too long ago. You can select this video and watch that. But this is mostly for beginners. I want to get them familiar with the software. So stop and limit is the main two ones that you want to use. And then once you select your order entry, you can select confirm and send, and you can track all your trades on your monitor. And you can look at your trade positions and so forth. So now the other thing you want to see is level 2. Level 2 is right here. This is this little button. So let's go back to one chart. It's much cleaner. Level 2 is on the right hand side, and you can see level 2, the bid and ask. And then the last thing I want to show you is time and sales. So you can see what orders are being executed. If it's red, it's hitting the bid, and if it's green, it's hitting the ask. And at the end of the day, this is what you'll see on everyone's charts, no matter what software they're using. I myself use Cobra Trading, and I use Dash Trader Pro because I'm a little bit more advanced. I've been trading for 7 years, and they're my go-to broker because they're the best broker out there for short selling and for direct access to market, for fast execution. So if you're more advanced, you definitely want to check out Cobra Trading because they hook up all the followers of the show with the best discount that you can get in the market. So check that out. Reach out to them, link down below. Now the third thing I want to leave you with is how to draw trends and support and resistance. Teach yourself how to slowly see the stock market from a technical standpoint. That way you can start to come up with some type of plan and play with trading. Again, we are on paper money because you're practicing, you're learning, but you need to learn the fundamentals, and one of the fundamentals is support and resistance. So what I want you to do is you click on this daily chart right here, and I want you to go to the 3-year weekly. Now the reason I want you to go to the weekly is much easier to see levels here because they're much more clear. Now when we go to the weekly, if you right click anywhere in the screen, it'll open up this drop down menu, and you'll see add a drawing, and you'll see this little dollar sign called price level. If you go ahead and select that, you'll have a line. And support and resistance, what I want you to look for is areas that haven't been broken before or have held as resistance, meaning it couldn't break above for some time. As you can see, when it hit this level for quite some time, this is a weekly chart. Every candle is a week. So from November of 21 all the way until January of 24, we held under this level. That is a key resistance level. Resistance is also known as a ceiling. Now, if we go ahead and draw the same thing on the floor, which is also called support, this is the support area. Now you can clearly see that it was stuck in between these levels until we broke out. Now at this time when we broke out, that's the other thing I want to show you is trends. Now a good way to draw trends is just find key pivotal moments on the chart and connect those levels. So if we draw a line here, you just connect those levels, and you can right click the line and extend to the right, and now we have somewhat of a trend forming. We have a low, a higher low, and then what we're looking for is this to dip down either to the 480 level, which would be an interesting area to buy, because as this continues to trend, this uptrend line will keep going, and maybe it'll connect to the 480s, and then you'll have a great level of interest. Now again, the key is you want to buy at key levels. You want to be interested only at key levels. So this to me is a key level. It's a level that hasn't been broken before. Now if we go ahead and try another stock just to show you the same example, we'll go to Tesla, and we'll look at this. This one has been trending downwards. Your eye immediately picks up that it's sloping down. Most people can see that. So all you got to do is right click there, select add a drawing, select the angle, and there you have it. Then right click the drawing, extend to the right, and now anytime it pops up to here, to me this would show that it's trending downwards. So anything that's betting for a short, meaning you bet that it's going to go down lower, you can bet around here, risking the previous highs or this level, this line that you drawn, and ride it and continue to ride it down because this is trending down. Now, support and resistance still applies here. And again, we have support down here, and we haven't broken that. If anything, we're creating a giant weekly down ascending triangle, which if that breaks and gets to an apex around this 110, 100 area, it could be a really nice move to the downside. If it starts to break out above the 240s, it could be a nice move to the next resistance. And the next resistance would be this level, and then this level. And you could even say it could be this level. And these are the levels of interest to be selling at if you see any type of selling pressure. Now, I wanted to show you this because at the end of the day, this is very basic, but it's something you could start practicing right away and try to get your eyes familiar with seeing levels. One thing you'll notice is when you draw your levels and you keep them there, you'll see later over time that that price will react to these levels, and that will teach you over time how to read the market. Now, one thing to keep in mind, nothing is for certain in trading. You can't predict the market. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know for sure what's going to happen. It's all random. It's all probabilities. That's a whole nother lesson later. But for the meantime, as you're learning, drawing trends, support and resistance on the weekly chart is a good practice to start learning. Now, if you want to take your trading to the next level, where I go into complete detail, show live trades, you can check out my course. Right now we have a pre-sale link down below. It's 50% off just temporarily until we're complete. Once we're Now, the fourth thing I want to leave you with is this exercise, because I think this can be very helpful. If you combine this exercise with the third thing that I showed you, support, resistance, and trends, then at least then you'll be on a good path to learn trading. You still got a lot more to learn, but this will at least set you on the right path. Again, we have number one. This is our one watch list, our main watch list. What I want you to do is write down stocks that come to your head, stocks that you're familiar with, real companies. So let's just say Tesla, Walmart, Target, and let's give one more, Carnival Cruise Line. Now what I want you to do is go to each one of these. So here's a little trick. If you select this little symbol link button, which is right here, and you link it to the same one as your chart, then anytime you select it, it will go to that chart. Now what I want you to do is you want to go to each one of these and you want to draw your levels. So we got resistance here, and we got support here. You can see that, right? And we also got a nice little trend here forming. Very simple, right? We got a nice little trend forming. And so all you want to do is draw this out. You can go to target. You can do the same thing. You can draw your resistance, draw your support. You can draw your trends if there is any. And there you have it. Look how it connected here and then just failed. So these are areas of interest. And what I want you to do is every day, I want you to look at these stocks every single day. And of course, you're going to draw them on the weekly. Then you'll go to the daily and you want to look at this every single day. And you're going to want to see what happens at these levels. And you're going to let price show you things. You're not placing any trades. You're not doing any bets. All you're doing is looking at these stocks every single day because they're real companies. They're companies you're interested in. And you'll start to get familiar with how they move when earnings comes out. This right here is earnings. This means earnings release. This is dividends. And you'll also get familiar with support and resistance. Your goal is to take your time. This is a long journey. That's the other thing. This is not going to happen overnight. I know you were thinking I can make 1,000 overnight, but that's just not how it works. Instead, this takes time. You can eventually make thousands of dollars, but first you got to work on losing a little money, then not losing any money, then start making some money, then start making more. It's a process and you have to take your time. Now, again, on the weekly is where you want to draw your levels, and then you want to look at these stocks every single day to just get familiar for at least a month, just to take your time and build patience and build your eyes to be trained to see in the stock market. Most of you have not looked at the stock market at all. So you need to train your eyes. You need to take your time. Don't rush this. Now, after you select your 4 or 5 stocks that you really want to look at every single day and you start doing this, then you'll start to see things happen at your key levels and you might want to start placing trades there. If you do, remember, use your paper account. Start placing your trades and always have a stop. That means where you are wrong. So in other words, if you know you're going to get in $100 on a stock and it dips below $100, then you know you have to cut it and you have to make that a rule and stick to it. That's one of the biggest reasons why people don't make it, is because they don't stick to their rules. Now, if during this process you're just completely wrong constantly or you miss trades, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. It's going to happen throughout your entire career of trading. No matter what level you're at, you're going to miss trade, you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to take losses. So learn to embrace that. Learn to be okay with that. Learn to know that's part of the process. And remember that it takes a long time to find success. And it's after several dozen, hundreds of trades that you actually make money, not the first one. And not everyone is super important. It's hundreds of trades that matter, because this is a probability game. And we'll have to make a video about what exactly that means, because most people don't truly understand what probability really means. They might understand the definition, but they don't understand how to implement it on a daily basis. And the fifth thing that you need to start working on right away as well is picking up books or other YouTube videos, or subscribing here to watch videos, because I'm going to be releasing videos on these specific topics. But you want to research these topics: risk management, technical analysis, fundamentals, volume, indicators, and then trading patterns and setups. And take each one at a time. Don't rush this. Slowly learn more about technical analysis, which we just talked about that. So dive deep into it for about a month. and then the next subject, and then the next. And remember, I will be creating more videos just like this to walk you through baby steps to show you how to get started. And if you're interested in taking it to the next level and checking out the course, link down below. Again, it's 50% off temporarily just for a short time until we're completely done with it. Look forward to seeing you there.